Alright, here's a little bit of a shake-up for this channel, this video. Instead of this being about me tracking some old figure down, buying them, this is going to be about me actually customizing a figure, taking the hobby to a next level. Hello YouTube, I am back, and what we have here is a dollar store figure. Why am I doing a video on a dollar store figure? Because, well, when I like to buy batteries and cheap light bulbs and soda and potato chips, I like to peruse a little toy section over there, and I saw this little figure for only $1. And why not? So I picked him up. But I didn't pick him up just to add to my collection. I had other ulterior thoughts. Like I said in my last video, I was talking about people who customize figures, and they spend like $20 on like Marvel Legends figures and hack them all up. I don't have the heart to do that. $20 is a lot of money to me to wreck a figure. I don't like wrecking action figures, period. It just makes me feel bad. I guess watching Toy Story 2 or whatever, when the action figure restorer guy was like hurting them. I don't know. There's something weird in my mind, but for $1, I'll give it a shot. Even though this figure actually looks like he's decent. So, and if it sucks, I'm never gonna post the video. So let's crack this open and see what I've got to work with. Just a quick look at the package. There's nothing on the back of the package. What do we get? We get a little backpack. We get a gun. For a dollar store figure, the paint apps on them are pretty sweet. Look at that. It's got like dry brushing on there for like mud or whatever and camo. Later, a Real American Hero G.I. Joes didn't have that much detail. Look at that. No way did the Star Wars ones have that. Here he is all geared up. That gun did not want to fit in his hand no matter what. I'm surprised. This is actually, you know, I figured it'd be like a soft rubber or something like that, but no, he's decently solid. Solid enough that I couldn't get the damn gun in his hand. But if you look in the back, he's got screws holding them together, so it's going to be easy to take apart and mess around with. He's about 3 3/4 size, so he'll be able to fit my Star Wars collection. So he's a big chunky guy. He's got wide shoulders and stuff like this. So I'm trying to think what character am I going to change him into? But looking at his face, who does he look like? He looks kind of like Eddie Brock. I think I'm going to turn this guy into Venom. And how am I going to do that? Well, watch other people's YouTube videos, and they got this stuff, epoxy sculpt. This is what they use to make muscles and bandoliers and all sorts of things and masks and stuff for all their customizing figures. I'm going to give this stuff a shot. I never used it. And I got a whole bunch of sculpting tools. Sculpt, that was like, I don't know, 15 bucks. That's a very small pack of it too. This I got for about 10 more bucks on Amazon. So it's going to be interesting. And here's my first custom I ever did. Just a paint job, and it's a G.I. Joe Sea Slug. I only had a couple of colors on me at a time when I was making them. So I already unscrewed them, took them apart, and mixed up first a little bit of my epoxy clay. One part of that, one part of that. Let's see what happens. Here's a reference of what I'm going to try and sculpt. Got a rough shape. Working them over with my little toothpick. Alright, I've been sculpting for maybe a half hour. This is coming out way better than I thought. It actually looks like them. I just got to smooth them out, and then I'm going to start to work on the rest of them. Man, that came out pretty damn good. If the rest of the figure doesn't come out that well, the head was a home run to me. It exceeded my expectations for my skills, but it's not the first time I've sculpted. Here's an Iron Man head I did. Not perfect, a little rough. Maybe I could sand them, learning some more skills, but I think that came out pretty damn good. And here was a swamp thing, and this didn't come out good at all when I started, but the good thing about the epoxy sculpt, I was able to keep adding on to it and sand off, his bad ear, put on a different ear. And here was a full body I did of, supposed to be Superstar Billy Graham in the style of one of these LJN bendy figures. But working, this was clay, regular, just, air hardening clay. The work time on this was too damn short. I was hoping to go back and just like sculpt on top, but he ended up becoming brittle and his nose fell off, and I don't know, I wasn't able to add ears and things like that. So hopefully, in the future I'll go back and do another version in the epoxy sculpt, because this was a great learning experience. I thought this was pretty good for the first, full body I sculpted. Now, got my Dremel out, and I'm going to Dremel off all that, the bandoliers and stuff on them. Smooth them out. Then sculpt on some Venom muscles. Already started and put it on high and started to melt, so we're going to do it on low. It's going to take forever. Finished sanding them down with the Dremel. Tried to get it as slim as I possibly could, because I'm going to add muscle to them. This is Venom, of course. Venom's got to be jacked. But as you can see, you can almost see through what I did. So now I'm going to start sculpting the muscles on top. I think I'll leave the video off from there, and then we'll go on to part 2. Alright, future parts of this video might take a while, so please, if you subscribe, bear that in mind. I work at Target during coronavirus, so things are a little bit hectic right now, and I got kind of a little cough. I'm a little worried, but alright, I'm pretty sure I'll be okay. So everybody, quit coming in and buying toilet paper. Stay at home.